Needham football was finally able to breathe a sigh of relief after picking up a win on the road against Braintree. The Womps made the Rockets sweat it out until the final seconds, but the victory made Needham's bye week much more enjoyable. The group returned home for the last two games of the regular season. First up was a senior night clash with Milton. The Rockets were hoping the excitement from the night might help power them to an upset of the undefeated Wildcats. If fans were wise, they stayed on the hill for the entirety of this one. Chris Dugan has the highlights.
Milton gets the ball first and marches down the field. The last 5 plays of the drive all go to John Barros. Here he gets about a dozen as he gets the Wildcats inside the 10. And then on 4th down, he barrels his way in for 6. Milton strikes first in this one. Late in the quarter, Rockets with the ball now. Muffed handoff. Michael Swanson comes up with the scoop and score for the Wildcats. 33 yards the other way for the touchdown. Just like that, Milton has a 14-0 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, Edgar Vasquez, he juggles the pickup, but when he gains control, he bursts through a hole, nearly takes it all the way to the house before losing his footing and getting taken down around the 15-yard line. 2 plays later, Will McDonald, he gets flushed out of the pocket. On the run, he dumps it off to Tyler Reed, and the senior running back cuts back and goes into the end zone as the Rockets cut the deficit in half, but not for long, because moments later, Chase Vaughn throws a perfect strike to Jackson McMillan just outside the reach of Jaquari London, and the Wildcats go back up by 2 scores. Early in the second quarter, Milton extends the lead as Vaughn easy pitch and catch with Andrew Posse. The Rockets now down 28-7. They show some life, though, at the end of the half as McDonald hits Vasquez on the crossing route, and he goes well into Milton territory. Then on 4th down, Needham goes play action. McDonald has a wide open Dan Warner for the touchdown. Teams go into the half at 28-14. Rockets start the third with the ball, and they convert a big 3rd down. McDonald goes over the middle to Andrew Barnett. The big man gets down to about the 30-yard line of the Wildcats, just outside the 10 now. Shotgun draw to Reed. He cuts left, rumbles his way in for his 2nd touchdown of the night, first on the ground, and a salute to the crowd just to cap it off. Stays a 1-score game until late in the 4th, 3rd and 1. McDonald sneaks it, gets a little extra push from Matt Hood, and then a little over a minute later, McDonald rolls left, throws to the end zone for Barnett, and the big man makes a leaping catch in the end zone. The Rockets come from 21 down to tie this game up, but Milton still has time. Already in Needham territory, Vaughn passes to Barros along the sidelines. He's going to work his way all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that sets up a Max Winkler field goal. The Milton senior hits a low liner, but it's through the uprights, and the Wildcats spoil senior night for the Rockets. Needham almost pulls off the stunner after being down 3 touchdowns, but Milton is able to escape with that late field goal. And up next, the regular season finale on October 25th when the Rockets host Walpole.
The Needham's girls volleyball team was still undefeated heading into a match with the Framingham Flyers on Tuesday night. However, would that stop the Rockets from giving it their all, or would the Flyers come in and steal one away? Kristen Connors has the highlights.
We are early in the first, and Ellie Streeper gets it up to Caitlin Wong, who sets up Lila Carr for an early kill. Needham's up early. Kim Liu able to pass it to Wong, who sets up Sarah Jensen, this time for H. Jerong middle kill. Later in the first, Flyers able to make this a game. They set it up for number 18, whose tip couldn't be controlled by the Rockets. Now, Flyers creeping up on Rockets. Number 8, Amber Welch, serves an ace to keep her team's momentum going. Now, game point for the Flyers. Off the serve, the Rockets can't get control. Flyers stun the Rockets, taking set 1, 25-23. Moving on, now halfway through set 2, Rockets up 16-10 early. Olivia Scala able to block the attempted tip. Now off the free ball, Streeper with a nice pass to Daly, who sets up Karen Nye with an impressive short cross-court kill. Rockets go on to take set 2, 25-15. Johnson able to get the ball up for Carr, who tips one on a hard spot, and Flyers with a good effort, but it eventually goes out. Rockets up 21-10 now. Streeper gets it up to Johnson, who sets up Nye, and she kills one down the middle. Game point now for Needham. Nye with the serve. Flyers miscommunicate, and Nye gets the ace, and Rockets take set 3, 25-11, and go up 2-1. Rockets up early in the fourth. Off the free, Jensen steps up and slams one down the middle for the point. Next play, Nye passes to Johnson, who back sets it for Carr, and she hits it so hard that the lights go out. Now, lights back on. Lou to Johnson, who sets up Olu Ajayi, and she takes advantage and strikes one right down the middle. Game point now, Daly with the serve, and the Flyers just can't hang on to this one. Rockets win set 4, 25-8, and take the match 3-1 after Framingham stunned them in the first. The Rockets will host powerhouse Newton North on the 28th in a battle of the best.